beginners.
Be careful, bro. Be careful.
By that. Now explain. Why you say when
The only way I say is because it's always one-sided. Every time they mention boys meant to not hit girls, and then they're like, and then you go vice versa.
It's the same. It should be the same.
Yeah, it should be the same, but like the way everyone takes it is always girls should not hit. Boys should not hit girls. Like as if it's mandatory for us, but for them it's like a side thing that if you don't feel like it, don't hit them. It's fine. But if you do hit them, that's how I see it.
Which is like it's fair,
But
because it's just like okay, if you hit a girl, it's just worse.
But at the same time, like, come on, some girls you can't hit girls like
with an image, yes, and I've seen worse, but
can you slap local?
nah, bro. They're letting like for a culture that's canceling people, they're letting a lot of things go past if you're a female, and they're saying oh no, like
they're protected.
Like, what's his name? The guy that played the pirate guy.
Johnny Depp.
Yeah, Donny Depp. Yeah.
wait. Where is it, bro? Where is it, bro? Bring it. Bring that thing, man.
Johnny Depp.
I said Johnny Depp. You wear that thing, bro.
Johnny
You.
But yeah, no.
Johnny Depp.
What? Like I don't even follow it.
You have the stuff.
No, it's like I haven't really watched followed it, but like it's been popping up in my newsfeed.
Yeah.
Well, like she's like, oh, bro, it's like out of Gone Girl, like what she's done. If you ever watched Gone Girl.
Yeah.
It's like similar.
Oh no, that
it's like a similar
that movie
behavior.
pissed me
Yeah.
off.
And they're still making her.
Gone Girl.
Yeah, they're still making her the victim. And I'm like, if someone like at his caliber, at his rate, with his celebrity stature and stuff and whatnot, gets treated like this, imagine anyone else. That's not even in the spotlight.
Those are treated better, because no one cares as much. Celebrities get dragged because they got a lot to lose, and people want the money from it.
Yeah.
But hey, tell them about Gone Girl.
Yeah, don't watch Gone Girl.
No, these guys don't know.
What's the hell's a Gone Girl?
Gone Girl is so she's a psychopath.
Huh?
Practically, she's a psychopath. Yeah.
Basically,
She's a psychopath. She killed herself. Well, she's like she.
Trying to kill someone.
No, she set up that she killed herself or something. Yeah. So the husband now is looking.
She faked her death.
Yeah, she faked her death. The husband's looking for the homeboy, but she's been like hella manipulating the homeboy like even before she even did it. And she goes on like a massive rampage, goes and kills a few people, and so. I think there was like a motive of hers to the guy, but I don't know what it is. And then at the end, she comes back and the guy wants to get rid of her, but the way the public and everything perceives it, he has no choice but to keep her, because then it was very publicized that like if he didn't go, he would have been so if he didn't go and did everything he did, he would have been the killer for like. She had all of this plan to make him the killer for her death. It's very convoluted.
It's confusing.
It's
long
very
too.
convoluted.
It's hard to understand sometimes.
That was a horror movie, man.
Yeah. It's not really hard. It's
like a thriller.
Thriller mystery kind of.
It's like a thriller, but oh god.
Oh, like You. Have you watched You?
Which one's You?
No, I haven't watched You.
The black guy.
No.
Oh, that's
The guy who's a
that's the-
psychopath.
the guy's a
Psychopath, yeah.
What's he done?
He he gets with girls and stuff like that,
Yeah.
and then he tries to protect that girl, and it doesn't matter like if anybody within her circle hurts that girl, whether it's, let's say like through relationships or just family stuff and stuff like that,
Yeah.
he gets rid of them.
Oh, Is that the one on Netflix?
Yeah, Netflix.
Is that stalker guy?
Yeah, that
Yes, I
guy.
remember the meme.
The memes, bro.
Of that stalker guy. They say
Yeah.
I remember the memes.
the memes. You would have seen it. It was
Yeah,
on social media.
yeah.
I didn't get to watch the movie
I
though.
didn't watch the movie.
It's a series on Netflix. It's good.
But yeah, Gone Girl is.
It's one of those type of movies.
Yeah, it's one of those type of movies. But,
It reminds me of what's another thriller movie? Oh, the one, bro, The Fall from Grace.
Is that a thriller?
Kind of. It's that type of movie. Tyler Perry's movie on Netflix, the new one.
Oh, is it the one that the mom and the son?
The mom and the son are like,
Masterminds, man.
yo, these guys are bad, bro.
Like I gotta give Tyler Perry for
That's
that
a good
one,
movie,
bro.
yeah.
They had if you haven't seen it,
What? Seen what?
Tyler Perry's the movie. It's
What? You said Tyler Perry the movie. What?
yeah, the movie.
It's called the movie.
The recent
No,
movie
it's
that
called
Tyler
Fall from
Perry
Grace.
Studios
Fall from
released out.
Fall from
It's called
Grace.
Fall from Grace.
I'm sure.
Was it on
Netflix?
Netflix?
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't watched it, bro.
Nah, that movie.
The twist, bro, is like
Yeah,
there's like a gunshot to the head, bro. They're like, what?
Nah,
you don't
but
expect it, but
it's crazy, man. People really out here doing the most, and they smile, but I think the psychopaths around us. What's that statistic? You meet a psychopath and
Yeah, bro. Yeah,
or
yeah,
like
yeah.
you would have met a psychopath.
What's the definition of a psychopath thing?
If I know anyone that's doing that kind of madness, I'm not going near them again.
Yeah. Bro, Reddit has some crazy
Oh,
psychopath stories, bro.
People reveal
Reddit
some
has
stuff.
some crazy psychopath stories, bro. There's this guy, yeah. He went, he was unloading his groceries into his car, yeah. And then some guy came and asked him for something or like that, but he dodged the guy and said, "Oh no, I don't need it," or something like, "Oh, I don't have it." And then the next person said that they have it, but it's in their car. So the guy went to go grab the thing that was in the car.
Mhm.
The guy pushed him into the car, got his keys, locked the doors and everything, turned on the car, drove off to some random location, and then killed the person.
That guy posted that.
No, the guy that he said he said no, he didn't post it. He said he typed it on Reddit because he saw it on the news the next day, and then he was like, "Shit, that's the same guy that asked me." He said he would have been in that same situation if he had what the guy was asking for.
Oh.
I was like, bruv, that is crazy, bro.
what is this?
Huh?
Where?
It's somewhere in America, bro.
Bro,
Wow.
back home psychopaths are different back home, man.
In Africa.
They put juju on you. Quick class.
Are they classified as those type of
I don't feel
psychopaths?
like that psychopath, bro.
There's a few like
Nah, these guys here
No,
look
no,
that
no.
different.
Like, you know, there's
They
juju,
plan-
right? There's juju, and then there's another one. In Mali it's called it's poison. So they poison you, yeah.
That's in English.
No. I didn't bother with that. I didn't want to say it. I paused. That's the reason I
I
paused.
didn't want to fail.
Yeah, I didn't want to say it, so I was like, forget it. But yeah, it's like poison, and they legit go around, yeah. And if they just look at you, and then if you've done something they don't like, or just for fun, yeah. This is why I
For
said
fun?
For fun,
Yeah,
yeah.
but I won't be
Nah.
surprised
For
though.
a place,
This is which
for
club,
a place where kids would play, they go put some poison there, bro. Just chuck it around. Just,
Yeah, I've heard stories like that.
yeah, just. That's why there's no pucks. Keep me down left, right, and center, man.
Oh, gee.
Yeah, that's pure evil, bro.
Yeah,
It-
bro.
Man, I don't know how you get to that stage of life where you just out here just
Like,
Just
Take-
poisoning people with fun,
like,
bro.
laugh for
I
no
was,
reason.
What?
My mom was poisoned, and I was in the womb then. So, like, you know how I have like rashes here?
Mhm.
And no lie. No bloody lie. Hey, you think I'm joking? Yes, she did, Junkie.
No, we don't. I believe you. We believe
It
you.
was that I was in the womb.
It was that I was in the womb. You know what I'm saying?
Oh no, because I was still not born yet. So she was poisoned with me.
She was pregnant with you?
Yeah, she was pregnant with me.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah, that
I was
doesn't
in
sound
there.
right.
okay, we
My
get it,
mom-
we get it, yeah. You were
My mom was poisoned while
Yeah.
I was in the womb.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was
Say it like
pregnant
that.
with you.
No. Say it like that.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
yeah,
That's how you said it first.
yeah, that's how I said it.
Innit?
No, I just sounded
Oh,
like-
we could rewind.
You see.
He has the whole
Yeah, let's continue.
But yeah.
But yeah, so like mom to this day still has to like, there's this herb that she has to like get and drink it every day. Like if you go to mom's house, it's like a big pot and it always has the herbs in it.
Are you saying that's for the poisons?
Did they bring that from Africa?
No, there's a tree here.
Or they grow it?
Yeah, there's a tree here.
That garden?
No, yeah, I think she has it in the garden as well.
Sure.
But and so for me, like I had the rashes.
Crazy,
I
bro.
still have the rashes,
Yeah.
but I used to have like
Polka dots.
yeah, apparently. But those went away. But yeah, so it's not it's not a joke.
Oh, no.
It's not a joke.
These
bro.
psychopaths be different, though.
That juju stuff or witchcraft and that serious spiritual stuff is
These
dead,
things
man.
be different, bro. They be different, man.
I don't know anyone that's been poisoned though, but
Yeah, I don't know anyone who's been poisoned like that, but I believe when people say that these like you don't have to believe it. You don't have. It doesn't have to happen to you first to believe it.
yeah.
I'm one of them guys. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know.
You know what I'm saying?
I learned from others.
I really learn from others. If something's happened to someone else, okay, I'm gonna say okay. Let me keep my distance. You know what I'm saying?
There's some things you can't make up like that.
Like,
You can't make that up.
Like I remember it was like earlier because I was meant to go back earlier. And then
Early in the year.
Go back to Sudan?
Yeah, Uganda. Yeah, I was meant to go back to Uganda earlier, and then they were like, oh, maybe not. And then I was like, oh, why not? And then they're like, oh, you're young. 2 people will take
advantage of
Yeah,
you.
take advantage. And then 3, like the ones that are jealous of you, bro. Cause they need they need transaction or they need something that, like physically, it can touch you or something, or like be in contact with you or something, and then just
They'll curse you.
you're done. So you come here soon, either you're losing your jobs or something,
Your whole life look
or
blurry.
people
Your whole life just goes like this.
Straight.
yeah, people be dying left, right, and center, man. I was like, alright, I'll stay.
That's like that generational curse.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like,
Hey, you know
Do you
what's so
think-
funny, yeah?
does that happen? Like,
Like I think they said the like the way my sisters talk about it, there is like the way they
Generation.
there is the way they talk about it.
As in they're affected by it right now?
No,
Or as in
they're
it
saying
exists?
that like it's
Oh,
evident. It's evident, like they can.
Or they can see
Yeah,
it.
throughout like certain generations of people that they've known,
Yeah.
like same thing has happened. So I was like, okay. Like
but how does one stop that generational curse?
How do you break a generational curse?
Especially if it's being cursed, like if someone like put that spell on you or has done juju in order for your generation or your family for generations to be cursed. How do you break that
I
cycle?
went to the opposite part, I went to the church.
I think first of all, if you're not someone.
No, like what if someone's not spiritual?
Yeah, then that's
But
a
it's
No,
that's a
yeah. That's then how would you know?
Oh, you
One,
wouldn't
huh?
believe it.
Yeah, one you wouldn't believe in it because
No.
then if you don't because the whole
You
juju
can
stuff-
believe in something that's
No, but-
generational, that has generational curse.
but it's spiritual.
That's a spiritual matter.
Yeah, that's a spiritual matter.
Nah,
What
you
is
can't,
it?
you can't
curse-
believe
I
in.
curse- I guess it's
Generational
spiritual
curse.
malady.
Like, do you mean like maybe you don't mean generational curse? Maybe you mean like genetics, something like something
Genetics or
like-
just like a legit curse?
Because some people would say, what you call it, being coming out the womb with a deformity or something like that, with a disability is a curse. You know what I'm saying?
But some things are
Is it
natural.
not
at the same time,
genetics
too.
then?
Genetics.
Sometimes it's obviously this.
Or
right?
science.
Some-
Yeah,
some-
science.
But sometimes
Science
it
is
is
like
curse. But sometimes
Yeah,
it's
sometimes
genetics.
it's not. Sometimes it's. But yeah, if it's a curse and you believe in it, obviously then it has to be something spiritual. Like, let's say it's a curse and you go to the doctor and you say, "Doctor, I think I'm cursed."
Man, the doctor will look at you.
Yeah.
I can't help you, sir.
So it's. I
I
think, I think
better
I
know.
think stuff like that are very hard to then be like, oh.
The cure for all things.
He was like, yeah, my two sons have had no limbs, so it'll be like, nope.
If you're someone who doesn't believe in it and any of those stuff, you wouldn't like. For you, just think.
It just.
You won't think of
Yeah,
it
Yeah, you won't think of it that way.
until your life flips.
But given that we're living in a like
Yeah.
age or a social media age, you always see that term thrown around though.
What?
On generational curses. Women
Who's
come.
doing that?
I haven't seen it.
You haven't seen it on social media,
I haven't
Not,
seen
not like that.
No.
The people that
But
do it,
you've
they
seen it
know
though.
about it.
but you've seen it.
I've seen
Like, what do you
not
mean?
like that.
Yeah, but you've seen it.
I don't know what you're talking
Because those
about.
people know about it.
Yeah, exactly.
But not
Why
everyone
if someone
knows.
come across that doesn't know about it?
That reads it.
Like you're saying, I don't believe in it, yeah.
Um,
And I'm saying, because we're living in a social media age, we have a lot of information that's on the web already.
yeah.
And that term generation curse, you can maybe find it maybe in a video here or TED talk here or something like some form of information that's given through.
You can find
Yeah,
the-
you can
the term.
find it. The term.
So
So what's that
the,
gonna
So
do
what
to
if you got? Huh?
so the
You're not cursed by that.
Hold on.
No,
So-
but then it can come across you. Wait a minute. What if this is a generational curse that's occurring to me?
Yeah, but then you have to question it from like non-physical matter.
Like you mean you see some you see
Okay,
that.
you're saying
Are you
don't
relating
believe it.
your
then-
circumstances?
Yeah, you relate your circumstances to
To
that
generational
term.
curses.
Yes.
Because you can see patterns
Yes,
in your life or
exactly.
around you.
Yeah.
That's just realizing you've
Well-
been cursed.
No, I mean, like, for me it's very hard. Like, I don't know. Like, I think it's very hard to still be.
Because
Like,
there's a lot of non-spiritual people out there.
yeah, but then believing and thinking that you're cursed means that you have to at least have a grounded concept.
If you don't have a
Of
Okay,
something
if you're
okay.
not
that
spiritual,
you're trying-
who's cursing you?
Okay, okay.
Yeah. And what?
How about this? Let's flip it. Someone that does believe in spiritual things, but doesn't believe that God is there. You know what I'm saying? Maybe if they believe in astrology and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Huh?
The
Star signs.
stars are signs. And
Yeah.
whatnot.
The star, you know.
Oh, you know the Scorpio.
Yeah, those
Taurus,
Leo
I think.
type stuff.
It's similar to people that go and see those movies where you go see that person that's in the thing, you pay $1 and they speak to you.
Yeah, the fortune tellers.
Fortune tellers, yeah.
Yeah.
So witchcraft.
Yeah, that's basically.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Fortune tellers are that's witchcraft. Think about it.
Think about it.
Bro, fortune tellers.
Tellers.
That's witchcraft.
I know that's witchcraft. Yeah, obviously. Yeah.
Unless they're fake and they're making sense.
Oh, that's a businessman.
That's a fortune teller. Businessman right there. Yeah, but if they believe in astrology and stuff like that, because astrology people, they don't believe in God. They believe in the star signs. Do they not? Or am I
Some.
wrong?
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah.
I guess.
Because if you believe in stars, how can you believe in God?
What is this stars? This thing doesn't even reach my head. Bro.
You know when people say, "Oh, when are you born this month?" and then they'll be like, "Oh, you're a Leo or you're this."
But that thing's been around for so long.
Capricorn,
Yeah, I used to read that on the newspaper. I never believed
Wait,
it.
hold on. didn't that come from like the Romans or something or something? The Greek or
Probably.
something like
Yeah.
that. Oh, the Greek or something like
Because what
that.
I'm hearing is stars, signs.
Yeah, it was one of it was one of like the Greek things that they did like that's how we got January, February, March, and April and whatnot apparently.
Oh yeah,
So
fair
you're
enough.
saying it comes from some other history
Yeah,
that's to do with probably some other gods kind of stuff.
yeah, yeah,
That's what
That
I'm
sounds
saying.
about right.
yeah.
That sounds about
Because it didn't start now, definitely. It didn't
Oh
start.
no.
So that means it does have an element of spiritual.
Spirituality to it.
That's what I said. Obviously, if you're believing
That's
this,
not what you said. You said
I said if
witchcraft.
you can rewind the tape. Bro. I said if someone believes in astrology, they're a spiritual person.
Yeah,
Yeah, basically, yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, but some people who believe in astrology, they don't believe in God.
Yeah, because that thing has its own god.
Yeah.
That's a
That's the God for
That's-
them.
yeah, that's a
That's
belief
yeah, that's
system in that.
yeah, that's the belief
So
system.
then there's a god behind a god or whatever they want to call it, but
an
there's
entity or
a
something.
entity behind that whole astrology thing.
That's
that
the
we
god
believe
or
in.
gods.
Oh yeah,
What's
or
that?
gods. Yeah.
Alright.
If we're wrong, we're wrong. Innit?
Yeah, but.
You got more to say, bro.
Nah, cause this thing is really interesting. Like if someone doesn't believe in God or something like that, like and they come to realization that what they're going through is a generational curse, but they don't believe in God, how do they break that? Is what I'm trying to ask.
They have to find some kind of spiritual thing to break it, because that's a spiritual matter. So if that means they go to their astrology and try to find a way, if that don't work, but either way, to deal with a curse, you're gonna have to, because that's a spiritual thing. You're gonna have to.
Because for me, I was taught that a curse is a spiritual matter. Even though some form of it may come, like you might do something to me to be able to receive the
Try
curse.
touching me like that, man. I'm knock on wood, bro.
But still, the thing that affects me is still a spiritual thing that affects me. It's not actually the object. It's what is bestowed within the object or something like that affects me.
Like, you know those Nigerian news, yeah? You see that happens a lot, like, their life probably is like going upside down and whatnot. Then
Literally.
they go to the witch doctor.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the.
That's
Like-
their kind of.
Like I'll give you there's this thing, yeah. So I was reading a business book, but the guy is like a pastor and stuff, so like a different kind of concept to it. So there's a business that's completely failing. So all of a sudden they've just completely started failing, and they didn't know what to do. They've tried everything. So they've tried looking all over the like stock market and all of these things, and all of like the top dogs were like, look, we really don't know what's happening. And so they're like, we've heard of this pastor that is really good with business stuff. Like, can he come in and check it out? Because,
Business stuff.
yeah, because they don't really know they've tried all of what they could to find out the reason as to why it's happening.
Like,
then-
thinking,
Yeah, and then they couldn't find it, so they're like, you know what? We'll hit up this pastor, let him come, check out our facility, check out what's happening. So the pastor came, like the story goes that he said he comes in and like prays like for the whole room and whatnot, and like so like during the like that holiday before they came back to work, the owners brought all of these big statues from like tribal things from like I don't know if it was Africa or something, but it was like they had heaps of these around.
you said that's the issue. Huh?
Yeah, so and then he's like, the issue is this thing. So now those guys are like, we don't want to get rid of it. Like we spend.
He keeps saying
Yeah.
You do you, bro.
Yeah,
Do you what it is,
because their
bro.
concept
Do
is
you,
like-
bro. Do
Like
you.
because they don't see it in a spiritual way, so they're like that shouldn't affect it because it doesn't have any connection whatever's happening
You
here.
call a pastor and then you want to instruct him on these.
So
Why? Pastor anyways.
because they wanted a reason, like obviously.
So they got a reason, but they didn't like the reason.
Yeah, so they didn't like
So
the
they
reason.
was
So what
like,
the pastor?
You can't put.
Yeah, because
It's not completely.
yeah,
the same.
because for me, I feel like a curse has some form of and like spiritual like entity that is intertwined with it, which is vice versa. Being blessed and
that's
thinking positive is two different things.
The one that you're
But yeah,
saying, like,
That's
pretty
the
bad
same.
to yourself,
But-
or people
But we
energy.
Yeah, but
Bad energy.
Because
You know what I'm saying?
you can even turn it around, yeah. But being blessed and positively thinking are two completely different things. Then if that's
yeah.
because that's much easier to differentiate, yeah. You being blessed and thinking different than being
And
cursed
having a
and
positive mindset.
yeah. It's two different things. So if you look at that, because it's a complete opposite to
Yeah,
being
fair
cursed,
enough. I get
to
that.
being cursed and being things.
I'm just saying, I don't know if you get it, but we don't have to agree on it, but we don't have to agree. Yeah, we don't have to, yeah, we don't have to agree on it.
But you guys are
I'm
both
just
making
saying-
valid
I'm
points.
just saying,
Yeah, they both make sense.
but yeah,
But
we
yeah,
don't
but
have
as
to agree.
we said, like one, what was it? This guy trying to do what has more weight to it? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, well,
What has more weight to it?
They like.
yeah.
It's just gonna be a voice without.
Yeah, no, it's fine.
Yeah.
We've
They're
had
like,
It's bad.
What do you think?
I think that I sort of agree with both of you guys, but with your how okay, so when you say you'll not make it in life, okay, so if for example you're saying it to a child, he doesn't know what to think back. So or he doesn't even know what to respond back. So you say that to him every day, you will not make it in life, you will not make it in life, and it's just gonna create that in his life, like he's just gonna
That
keep
mentality.
it. Yeah, he's gonna grow up with I'll not make it in life. I'll not make it in life. So however much he tries to make something, and if he can't proceed or he can't
Succeed.
yeah, he can't succeed, that word is just gonna come into his mind. Oh, my uncle or my brother said I can't make it in life, so that is
You think
That's
that's a curse?
Like,
Yeah, that goes back to those generational
Is
curses.
that a curse?
I just want to say, like, there's even experiments, like, these are by scientists anyway, so now, which you just, you can check on YouTube and stuff. So I forgot what it's exactly what it is, but a scientist goes and something crystal or whatever. He just goes and speaks to. So they had two different stuff.
Like items?
Yeah, and to one, he just keeps saying like,
Oh,
Great
I think
stuff.
Mindfulness.
That's the mindfulness thing.
Mindfulness.
Yeah, I was reading
He
about
just
something
said
like that
great
last
stuff.
time.
but this principle is it's biblical. But
Yeah.
anyway, science did this experiment.
Mm-hmm.
To one thing, he just kept saying all the stuff he wanted to see, basically all the positive and all that stuff.
Yeah.
And to the other one, he spoke completely opposite. And when they, after I don't know how long, but then they could see it.
Mm-hmm.
They could see one became so bad as all the negative stuff he was saying,
Mm-hmm.
and the other one
Yeah.
was much.
Yeah, I was reading about this.
Yeah.
In that book.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm saying, that there is, words have a power, like there's
weight to
substance
it.
to it. And so like, you're saying a curse is different, but I'm just saying, just because it comes from some other mouth, it's you saying it's still like, they're in the same platform.
Yeah.
Because the curse has just come from someone else. It can, sometimes the curse can come with a spiritual element in terms of now you bring the devil into it. Now that's why you guys saying the curse is more weight.
So no, it's just like there's indirect and then there's direct curse.
Yeah.
One of them is more like you might not see it as a curse. The other one is direct. I think that's how we're trying to see it.
The other one
Someone will say, I'm cursing you. Like, I'll tell you right now, I'm going to curse you. That one, you take it as a curse because he told you he's cursing
Or even
you.
with intentions and like
Yeah,
things,
yeah. And then the other one where it's more to do with the negative, like
Connotations.
yeah, the other side of it, that one people might not see it as a curse, but the effects are similar or
Yeah.
much the same because either way your life might just
Well, that's exactly what.
straight down.
Well, okay. So if you put it in the whole cultural aspect of it, right?